Hello, it's been a while. Back here for another devlog. So it's been about I'd say 4 days since the last devlog I sent in, and yeah, I've been working slowly on the game. And the thing is, progress has been a bit slow since life happened and had to deal with some of my other responsibilities at this time. And currently, we do have some more progress to show here. So first off, on our engine side of things, working with the game, I've started to work with tilesets and tile maps. So I'm creating an environment and some, I've worked with the camera. So now if you look at the screen, you'll see that the character is being tracked on a plane. Again, this is just the tile map, the tile set that I created in like 5 minutes on what's that called, Krita, and then I just put it onto the onto the engine and created like a very simple environment here, right? So it's something that I once wanted to see if I could do and like replicate, and yeah, and it's working for the most part, and yeah, this is what we have for this side of things. um Going into the other stuff that I've been working on, I've been working on a lot more art. One of the things that you'll see on the screen right now is some of the pixelated portraits. So since this is going to be a pixel RPG, I wanted to also stick true to the art style and create some pixel art of the characters. Here I have all the nine protagonists available. So that's Alex, Julian, Tracy, Paige, Megan, um, Adam, Evelyn, Noel, and then Vern, like all drawn out. You can go ahead and check them out right now and see if there's any glaring issues that you'd want to mention. I'm sure there's a lot of mistakes here. Some of the lines do seem to be a lot more jagged than the others, and that's just working on a art that I just wanted to make as soon as possible. And it still took a lot of time. To be fair, it took me about 2 days to get through this. Um, working with the colors and so on. I chose a palette that would stick to a 32-bit environment, so that's pretty much what I'm using at this time. And this is the result of all of that work. They do have a filter on, like all these characters have multiple filters on them. This is the natural color of the character. I do have other variants for the night and day cycles. So this is being for now Noel here. This is the night cycle, and then the day cycle here. More likely the afternoon cycle, since they will be school students, like working, performing their school and um, work, and then they'll be available. So that's pretty much like the time slot where you'll be seeing their portraits for the most part. That's why I made these variations. But yeah, once you merge them two, they become more of a similar more of a similar tone to the one that we have from the original ones. But yeah, the original colors, as you can see on Vern as well, like this is the afternoon cycle, and then this is the night cycle, right? So multiple different variations on these for each character here. Yeah. So again, all your nine protagonists on the screen. I will be working with more art and creating more stuff soon. Besides that, I have been also making some overviews of the town. So this is just like a very rough silhouette of like the environments, and again, this is not 100% accurate because there are some. These are just the playable locations at this moment that I have in my mind. This is for the full game again, not for just the prototype that I'll be having. The prototype will probably just span in between the farm, the river, the town, and maybe the orphanage most of the time, and maybe the school, depending on some scenes that might be present in that environment. But again, the mansion, the wreck, the castle, the shrine itself, these are not going to be playable for the most part in our um, uh, prototype at this point. And again, playable is a blanket term, they will not be present in the prototype. Prototype itself will have these locations, but again, the playable area might even be smaller than that, depending on the loop that I will decide on for the character itself at that time. um, this is pretty much what I have, and besides that, just so that I want to be, just so that I can be a bit more accurate with the locations and the directions and basically the whereabouts of every character and how they interact in the world, I have gone ahead and actually made a more of an isometric map of the whole place. I might even use this as a world map in the future, depending on how it is received. Since I might not, since I might want to create a fast travel system for characters to move about from different locations instead of walking through each screen and each scenes, right? So again, these are different locations that you saw in the previous image. You can see some of the places here, like the top left is the orphanage, bottom left is the farm. Here you can see the large area encompassing on the bottom right as the school, right next to the shrine, and then the castle on the top right as well. And then there's some of the how I'm slowly working around the mansion regarding the um, some of the places that are other places that I have to also mention here. So the mayor's mentioned basically, and so on. The city hasn't been, the town hasn't been fleshed out as much. You can see the highways connecting, and then the highway going into the city. This circle here is planned to be a shopping complex that goes into a park. I don't plan to have these areas to be playable as much. These are going to be replenishment spots for the characters to stock up on their inventory and so on mostly. I don't plan to create a lot more content on that side of things, but depends again. If time allows and there is more to be done in this game, I can definitely make it a playable area in the future, right? So again, that is a overview of the map. Let me check if I've made anything else beyond that. There are some more art. There's some more art regarding the other characters that I have in this world. It's just not the 9 characters, obviously. So I plan to also start working on the pixel portraits for those characters, which will be in the prototype at this point. So that will be the full list of portraits for those characters at this time. Um, Pretty much that is all I have at this time. Haven't made much progress on the programming side of things since I wasn't able to learn as much. I was just able to work with the engine and create a tile map, tile sets, and stuff like that. Regarding music, I've had my old music in hand, and I've been trying to replicate some of it into a bit more of a modern take into what I want to make right now. Learning more stuff as I go, stick around YouTube and see what I can understand about the engine and the music and all the stuff that I need to make. Trying not to get overwhelmed regarding my responsibilities and how I want to proceed with this stuff. Um, and yeah, just keeping it steady and going stable, working it out one problem at a time. So same way, hopefully I have more progress to show you. By the end of this month at least, I want to have um, an alpha ready, like at least an environment that you can go in, a menu, a UI that you can work with, stuff like that, which definitely makes sense after going through a dedicated guide that I am going through right now. I can give the link to that guide as well if anyone wants to check it. You can let me know in the comments and I'll share it with you. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for now. And yeah, just want to thank you for keeping up with all the stuff that I'm making. Anyone who is immediately providing feedback to my requests and so on is highly appreciated. And if anyone else wants to join a community of these like-minded people who want to see my stuff as I work on it, you're free to let me know, and I'll go ahead and get in touch with you and see what I can do about that. Thank you so much for all. You have a good day now or good night. Take care. Bye bye.